Thanks for the fun day, Mr. Yellow Pants. It's too bad you didn't get a scarf, though. I bet I know what color you'd like.
Maybe next time. Hey, I have to finish some errands, George. I won't be long.
No. You have to pull it hard and fast. That's the only way to fix it. Like this. It's wrecked, all right.
George wondered if there was some way to knit the scarf back together.
Grandma, are you home? Grandma! Oh, yeah. Let's try the chicken coop.
Never leave yarn around where a jumpy squirrel can find it. Yarn makes a very soft nest.
Whoops, it escaped.
Well, when you find it, just give a holler.
Oh, it's gone, George. Completely, forever gone.
No yarn meant no scarf. George knew where he could get more yarn.
George would like some wool, please.
I'm afraid you'll have to wait till next year. I got 'em all shorn at the fair.
Maybe some other animal grew hair that George could turn into yarn. But Leslie's hair was much too short. The pigs had hardly any hair. And chickens have feathers instead of hair. Oh no, a sheep was escaping. Bo didn't seem to understand monkey. But he did understand this. Now, what was the whistle for help, runaway sheep? George didn't know, so he guessed. Wrong guess. Now George wondered how to whistle, "Come back." Another wrong guess. George was suddenly wishing he'd paid more attention at the sheepdog competition. He tried every whistle he could think of to get Bo to turn the sheep around. None of them was right.
Been a slow day today.
You were saying?
Never mind.
The sheep ended up at George's house.
Hi, George. Anything interesting happen while I was gone? Oh, no. George? Don't worry, Mr. Rankins. Yes, we have your sheep, and they're all safe. George, could you get those sheep away from the tuba?
Go on, go on. Boy, am I grateful. That storm blew a bunch of trees down in the pasture. If George hadn't found shelter for the sheep, they might have gotten hurt.
Huh? You hear that, George? You're a hero, monkey.
We went to a friend's to get a thank you gift. Allie knew just what you wanted.
Wool! And lots of it. We can dye it any color you want.
I'll teach you how to knit. You'll have a new scarf in no time.
And that was how George not only made a new scarf for himself, but also one for the man with the yellow hat. A long scarf.
And I think you picked the right color.
Hunley tried to get the coat off George. Hunley didn't want people to think his lobby's doorman was a monkey. Order had to be restored. The lobby couldn't look like this. Being a dog, Hunley had tasted a lot of tennis balls. But these were the first that ever tasted like ink? These were the valuable balls the doorman promised to protect. Hunley couldn't stop George from opening boxes that he thought belonged to him. But he knew how to play defense.
Hold on, there's a monkey and a wiener dog at the door. Those careless delivery guys. If any of my balls aren't properly packed, I'm gonna be very upset.
Now George understood. These boxes belonged here, and the delivery man gave them to George by mistake.
I'll be down to check every last one as soon as I'm off the phone.
They had to clean up before the ball collector came downstairs. All they had to do was put the balls back into the right boxes. How hard could that be? Sometimes things don't fit when they look like they should. Or they fit in more than one place. Hunley showed George how to lay them flat. They did it. All the balls were back where they started. Kind of.
Looks like they're all here. Oh, even the priceless Andy Turkey Roly Perfect Score bowling ball.
I'm back. Is everything okay?
My delivery came. Your dog and monkey took care of everything.
That's great. Thank you, Hundley. Thank you, George. It's nice to know Hundley has help keeping the place clean and organized. George, would you like to help Hundley again tomorrow morning? You can be my official door monkey. I won't be here, and tomorrow is water delivery day.
Okay, that takes care of the main course. I'll put the oven on high to speed things up. Next, please come up with something festive to break the ice after dinner. Oh, boy. It means Professor Wiseman wants us to entertain the guests. Is that smoke? Smoke? Oh, no! That was our dinner! Okay, we can handle this. I'll just go to Chef Biscetti's and buy another dinner. Oh, while I'm gone, can you try to make the desserts? You see, it's this snow on a mountain thing with blueberries and coconut.
George got right to work making the desserts. First, he scooped blueberries into a bowl. Then he sprinkled coconut on top. Perfect. Now all George had to do was make a lot more. Wouldn't it be great if there was a vending machine that could make dessert? Now for the test. It worked. And George figured if it worked for blueberries, it should also work for coconut. George's creation worked like a vending machine, but it didn't look like one. George finished his machine by making a serving slot for the bowls. Everything looked great. But who would turn the wheels? Even after a great Biscotti meal, the two groups were still poles apart.
We've got to get both groups to relax and mingle. Maybe the after-dinner entertainment will help?
Oops. I forgot all about that. Sorry. Right, dessert. Yes, George, we're ready.
May I have everyone's attention, please? I want to thank Professor Chilla de Winter and Professor Dewey Friesem.
I represent the North Pole, of course. The one on top of the world.
It all depends on how you hold the map.
Yes, well, thank you for joining us tonight. And may I just say, what is that?
Is that a vending machine?
Wow!
George's special dessert started with a special coin. Gnocchi's love of toys was exactly what the George-o-matic needed.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
Wonderful. Thank you. Oh, why, this is snow on a mountain.
My mommy used to make that.
Mine too.
Oh, what do you mean you forgot the entertainment? This is perfect.
Look at you!
Look at you!
It's like the Arctic in here.
I'd say more like the Antarctic. Oh, frostbite and icicles. Snow is snow, right?
Right.
Put her there.
Happy to.
Well, George, thanks to you, Operation Snow Go is going. George?
As for George, he was busy perfecting his plans for the next George-o-matic.
Which meant time for the ducks to fly home. Right past the big rock that looked like a duck. George realized they should be heading back that way, too. There was the Rinkin silo. The river brought them back home. They weren't lost. All they had to do was stop. They were now even more lost than the lost chicks. George couldn't even find the river. Nothing looked familiar. But there was the duck rock again. A landmark. They saw the big duck rock. And what else did they pass on the river? The big trees, the boat, and Rinkin's silo. The sun set behind the Rinkin silo. Suddenly, they didn't feel so lost. They ran to that rock. But when they got there, it didn't look like the big duck rock. But as George walked around, he discovered it was the big duck rock. The big trees. They had found the next landmark. And there was the boat. Another landmark. If he followed the river all the way, he would find the silo, with the sun right behind it. But George realized that if he took the river all the way around, it would take too long. They could just take a shortcut and follow the sun. This couldn't be easier. Okay, it would have been easier if they could see where they were going. They had to walk towards the sun. But how could they find it now? It was that way. The chicks recognized those friendly monkey feet.
We'll never find those chicks in the dark.
George! Didn't I tell you to stay at the duck pen?
Oh, Oh, you brought him home! You're a hero, monkey.
George, how did you do it?
After a day lost in the country, what could be more relaxing than going home to the city?
Did you see a raft at the river? Bill made it for us. Next weekend, we take a relaxing raft trip. Won't that be fun?
Now that's unique!
Sue Berm grabbed a sponge. She must have wanted to clean off what George did.
Watch how she uses the sponge, George.
Sharky was ready for more playtime. Mr. Glass would not be happy about this. George asked Sue Berm to make an exact copy of the damaged painting. Maybe he could copy it himself, if he used the same paint she did. The squiggle was much thicker in Sue Berm's painting. Was it because she was bigger? Or was it because she used a bigger brush? George needed to paint a lavender blob, but he had no lavender paint. George had to find the combination of colors that would make lavender. White turned the color lighter. George hoped he could get to the glass tower before Mr. Glass.
Hi, George.
Hey, that's my unique painting, and another one just like it? There are two. And that's not unique.
There cannot be two. Every Sue Berm painting is different.
And why isn't it in my lobby, where I left it? Monkey!
They're almost identical, but this one has Sue Berm's nose print. The ripped one is the original.
Monkey!
Hold on. George, did you make this copy because that one ripped? It's almost perfect. You're a good painter, George.
Wait. A painting monkey? A painting elephant? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, of course not. Because what I'm thinking is... unique! Tell me that anywhere else in the whole world there's an elephant and a monkey painting in a lobby.
Well, I'd say your lobby is unique.
Yes, exactly. And you know the best part? They work for peanuts!
And he's sure got a lot of wiggle power. Look at all those segments. Huh? Worms' bodies are divided into little sections called segments, which are like muscles that help them to burrow in the soil.
Oh!
So what are you gonna do with your new worm, George? You want to race Fast Freddy? The proper way to have a challenge race is on neutral territory, not in any racer's home yard. On your mark, get set, go worms! Dig, Freddy, dig!
Did I hear worm race?
Worm race!
Go, Freddy! Dig, dig, dig!
Go! What's George's worm's name? Oh, okay.
Go, Freddy, go! Here comes Fast Freddy! And the winner is... Wow, city slang! The winner is George's worm by a segment!
George had the perfect place to keep his pet worms.
That could work. Except worms need to dig, and I don't think they can dig through your sheets, George. Garden soil. Excellent choice. Coffee grounds will make the soil rich and airy.
Hey, George!
Huh?
Big worm race at Lake Wanna-Sink Lake. Bring your racer.
Bet you can't beat Mr. Wiggly.
Worm fever had spread throughout the countryside.
They make my soil better, and that makes better veggies in my garden.
Since all you cheering worm racers scare the fish at the lake, I'm going fishing in the river.
Don't forget your lunch, dear.
Yeah.
Come on, guys! It's time for the championship race!
Worm race! Worm race! Worm race! Worm race!
We're ready when you are, George. Oh, no! Mr. Quinn took your worms instead of his lunch.
Catfish. Well, hey, is that my lunchbox? Oh, then this must be your worm farm. Good timing, I must say.
Dig, Mr. Wiggly, dig!
And the new worm racing champ is... you know, George's worm!
With the championship won, George felt his worms deserved to retire to the garden and help the roses grow.
Worm racing isn't the only sport in town. You'll find a new hobby.
Hey, George! Ready for the frog hopping race?
Ah, my wife Nettie called. The primo biscotti pie will be here soon. Whew.
George had to ride for 3 stops, but counting stops was hard if your hands were full of pie. Luckily, George was on his toes. This was George's second bus stop. But there was no fountain in sight. He found the biscotti stop and counted 3. But the fountain was 1 stop further along. Mrs. Biscotti must not know how to count. George didn't have time to wait for the next bus. George had made it to 3rd Avenue. Nettie said, find the fountain, then go 3 buildings to number 33. Only the 3rd building didn't have a 33 on it. It had a 72. No, 325. No, 22.
It's a nice 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 22 degrees Celsius at 3:25 p.m.
There was the 33 building. But it wasn't the 3rd building. It was the 4th.
George, you don't count the square from where you start. You have to count on from there. 1, 2, 3. You see?
The building you were in front of didn't count. Why use an elevator if you were practically at the 3rd floor?
Carrying a pie? Is it a brown monkey? Well, then I think he just came through the window. The chef's down there, honey. Find the men's room and go 3 doors.
Now George knew just what to do. The door where George started wouldn't count.
Of course, I don't think I overstate the matter when I say timing is everything. Oh, as I promised, the pie! So, this is a biscotti pie. Light, fluffy, a confectionery delight.
George hoped he'd get a slice, delivering pie really worked up a monkey's appetite.
When you order from Piscettis, we guarantee your pie-in-the-face gag will never fall flat. Now, how many orders do I have? Giorgio, thanks to you, my new clown food supply franchise is off to a roaring start.
George didn't know there was an even bigger bin for recycling. If he could find enough recycling to fill it, the doorman would win the contest for sure. The next morning, George went hunting for more recycling.
I think we're in good shape to win this contest, Hundley.
I think that would be wonderful.
You do?
The more buildings where tenants recycle, the better. And maybe you could start some reuse programs like we have. Want to see?
Sure.
We reuse everything we can think of. Shopping bags, magazines. We never throw out packing peanuts.
It's so organized.
Anything to make the planet a little neater. You really have collected a lot.
Have I? I have.
Nobody got their newspapers this morning. Weird.
There you are. We have a food thief in the building. I got a grocery delivery and someone took half of it.
What?
Someone took my paint pails. How can I mix paint with no pails?
Where are the Wiki Pizza coupons? They're always on the front table.
Huh?
My shampoo!
My pails! I need my pails!
I don't understand. What?
Pizza coupons.
Oh, boy. George?
Those things are unused. Did you take them just to win the recycling contest?
No, I don't understand. I don't know how they got here.
Recycling is about saving the planet, not winning a shiny trophy.
Oh, of course. I don't know how these extra papers and containers got here.
How can I mix
have a
paint with
food
no
thief in the
pails?
They're
building.
always on the front table.
I think I know where the extra recycling came from. George, you recycle things after you use them.
People need to read their papers and eat their food first.
Then they go in the recycling bin.
Why, thank you, George.
Since some of our recycling was, unfairly obtained, I think the best thing is for us to share.
Oh, that is so sweet. After you're done, you can come and polish my trophy.
We may have tied this year, but next year will be another story.
Oh, yes. Our building will win outright.
Oh, really?
Yes. We've already ordered larger bins for every floor.
Really? That's not recycling, George.